What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the video. This is the official start of the video. And behind me is my tent that I set up earlier. Um, Welcome to a video. Tonight we're gonna be cooking food and camping outside. This is gonna be my first camping video, and because of that, I am in my backyard. I want to make sure this goes smoothly, my equipment goes smoothly, and hope you guys enjoy it. But anyways, guys, let's get right into the video. We're going to start with me setting up my tent that's behind me. That's going to be in a time lapse. But anyways, guys, thank you. And I hope you enjoy. So first, we're going to go in with the bag. It's got all my stuff in it. Then, sorry about that. And then my bed for the night. Let me set this up. If it will fit, I don't know if it will. Don't, I have a sleeping bag. I know it'll fit. It'll fit. It's gonna have to go on an angle, but it will fit. Try to. Go. Close this up. Close that up. I gotta get my blankets, my blanket and pillow. Got some wood for the fire tonight. Again, I'm gonna cook on the fire. Just boil water and put it in those freeze-dried meals. And I'll explain more about the meals and how it works and whatnot when we get to the dinner portion. But I'm gonna grab the wood and I'll be back and forth from the camera. But yeah. So yeah, this wood is from a guy that lives next to me in Concord. He sells wood. I'll put his business name, the link, spot below this video. If you want to look him up and go get wood from him if you're in the Concord area, or if you get wood source, Concord, New Hampshire, anyways. He's a nice guy. His wood's great. It's nice and dry, as you can probably hear from how it's clinking. So yeah. Oh, it smells like a diesel truck just came by. I had ants on it and started stacking it. We're going to do the log cabin style stacking method for the fire tonight. Like I said, the log cabin is a sufficient way to have a fire. And the reason why they call it a log cabin is because, or at least I call it log cabin style, is because the way you stack it, it leaves gaps in between the wood, which fire needs fuel, which fuel is oxygen, and that gets created by air. So those pockets or those gaps help the air get into the fire and actually keep the fire going. So yeah, that's an efficient way to have a campfire. And you're probably wondering, man, Devin, I see all those bugs flying around. How are you keeping them from off you? Well, one is ignorement. If you ignore the bugs, they won't bother you. And plus, I know it's gross, but it's only one day. The night before, I didn't take a shower, so I didn't put any shampoo or, sadly, much deodorant on. So that's not attracting the bugs. The smell of your shampoo will. So that's a key survival tip or camping tip. If you don't want to be bothered by bugs, don't put soap on shower. Just take a if you still want to take a shower, just just rinse off. Don't put any soap on or perfume or anything like that. But anyways, I got the wood over here, and we are hold on, I don't know what fully time it is yet, but we're gonna start the fire here soon. So I put in the fire starter, and that's just cut up cardboard. I put it in the center of the log cabin, so that's the first thing you light. You don't light the wood directly because you'll be sitting there forever. But with that, we have bears in the area. And you've probably seen my sidearm. It's not a real gun. It's a BB gun. I use it for noise. It's CO2. So I fire off a few rounds. It scares the bear. I'm not shooting at the bear. I'm not trying to kill the bear. I'm just trying to scare it off and make it know that I'm here and I'm bigger. But with that, they will still come around when I'm sleeping. So, for fun, I'm going to set up a game camera. That game camera, hopefully we'll get some pictures if there's any animals, not just bears, deer, raccoons, any of that comes around my camp. I'll post sorry about that. I thought I heard we have chickens and I thought something was trying to get into the fence, but it's just my grandmother making a frappe, blending up ice. Where was I? So I'm gonna put the game camera out for at the end of the video. If we get any pictures, I'll put those pictures at the end of the video. I'm kind of hoping that there's some kind of animal that comes around, because that would be really cool to put at the end of the video. But again, safety is key. Bears, when they're hungry, and especially this time of year, I know it's late of the mating year season. It's late and it's most of it's gone by now, but they're still, this is their home too. And I want to respect that as much as they want to respect me. So I'm going to put up a game camera, and that's why I have a sidearm, just to keep myself safe. And for summer camping, I can't stress it enough then to stay hydrated, because if you can't tell by my face, I'm sweating. And I'm going to bring up the temp here in a minute, but I have a Gatorade, just something to keep fluids in my system on a hot day like this. I'm going to have a treat later with dessert. That's another thing that I'm going to enjoy. I have a dessert planned for after our meal. But I'm going to go ahead and look up the temp. What's the temperature in my location? Okay, I thought it was going to talk to me, but it is 85 degrees in my location. So it is hot. So I do recommend staying hydrated.
It's 83 degrees in Benton right now.
Did you hear that? It's 83 degrees. It just said it as I put it down. Thank you. So I recommend stay hydrated. And I wanted to try this new Gatorade. You know, some people will come after me and be like, Gatorade's not hydration. It is liquid. It has electrolytes. Yes, it probably has bad sugars and all that, but I'm putting it in my body, and my body is what I put in. And Gatorade is something I like, and I know it'll help me hydrate. So, with that, I got a Gatorade to stay hydrated. And I got a fire to keep predators away, at least for most of the night. Like I said, animals will linger, and you can't do anything about it. It's their home. It's like if we were someone was gonna take away your home. It's not ideal, is it? So we gotta share. But anyways, that's all I had on that. I start this fire, I do want to say be safe with fire, flame, anything to light the fire with. I am not using this for anything than starting a fire. It is my blowtorch. I do have flint and steel. I just don't want to take the time to use it, so I have a quicker method. So we're gonna hope YouTube doesn't flag this. I'm gonna start the fire. That is it. I'm gonna set it to the side. That's how you start a fire. The cheating way, if you want to say. When I go backpacking on the river, I am gonna use my flint and steel instead of a torch. So yeah, there goes the fire. The wood is nice and dry. It should go up and catch very quickly. I do have extra cardboard or kindling or fire starter, whatever you want to call it, if I need some, but it doesn't look like I do. looks like it caught really quickly. It's 6:30. I might start my dinner once I know the fire is going. So it'll be a few more minutes. I look at my wrist like I have a watch on. I don't. I gotta get one. I'm thinking about a Coros watch. Good for backpacking, hiking, all that fun stuff. But yeah. Another thing that I think I forgot to mention, was with the fire, when I wanted to cut off the, let's just say, the roof of the cabin. So I put 3 across, and that's what you can see here that's starting to burn, is there's 3 across that stack. That just gives you, it takes the air and it has to go out different ways, so more wood will light easier, because that wind has to go through different parts of the wood, so the flame follows that wind. I can start a pretty good fire, if you ask me. Now, I am going to wear gloves to put my kettle on the grate here that has my water. I don't know, should I tell you what my dessert is now? Or should I wait? I think I should tell you, right? But it'd be so mean to make you wait. I'll just tell you. Sorry about that. Got a little tickle in my throat. My dessert of choice is... Sorry, my phone cut out. What was I saying? Don't worry about it. Just hydrating. My kettle is on the grate. It is just a cooking grate, and I know you're not supposed to put a kettle on open fire, but I set it away from the flame, hoping that heat will travel to the kettle and boil that water. So I did do a drop test on it. I was carrying up the stairs. I don't know what I was doing with the handle, but it fell out of my hand and it fell down a flight of stairs. One dent in it. It's just a Walmart kettle. That's all it is. It's good stuff. I would sit over there. I might sit over here and talk with you guys. But I hope you're having a wonderful day. Enjoying this video. If you made it this far into the video, thank you. This is my first camping video, so there's a lot to learn about YouTube. And yes, I just had a deja vu. I don't know if you believe in that, but they're real. They are real. And it's scary when it happens. There's a little bit more moisture than I thought there was going to be in the wood. I had it covered, but you can tell that there's a lot of moisture by the smoke that's coming up. Yeah, I just find my backyard peaceful. You know, the birds. I listen to the birds. We have chickens. You'll probably hear them. I don't know. We have turkeys, meat turkeys. Their name is Thanksgiving dinner. I picked that name. I'm gonna put a box on the fire, so it's gonna get, the flame's gonna get big here in a minute. Yeah, the handle is metal of my kettle, so that's why I'm gonna wear gloves when I go to pick it up. I'm good at containing fire, so. Now I have a tent down there. I only did that because it's really the best place for it in my property. That does come with a risk though, but I am keeping, that is as tall as I'm gonna get the fire the rest of the night. I had to burn that box, so yeah. And we'll see if that kettle turns blue or not. We'll see how hot we can get it. Like to see how blue we can get it. That would be cool to do. Again, hydrating. Always hydrate. So you want to see what we're having for supper? We are having Mountain House biscuits and gravy. It's a freeze-dried meal, so I add water to it. I don't know why that fell. I don't know. That piece of wood was too small. exactly what it was. So yeah, what I was saying, it's a freeze-dried meal. There is instructions on the back how to properly cook this. So I'm gonna not read the whole thing, but I'll do it in like. Let me show you. Just trust the process. So you open the package and you remove that little packet that's in there to keep the food nice and fresh. And then you carefully add 1.5 cups of boiling hot water. And then you stir it, which all you have to do once the water's in there is you can just like, shake it around and whatnot. And then you let it rest for 5 minutes, and you stir it again, and you stir it, and then do an extra 4 minutes. So I'm not too proud of this fire. It just needs to catch, so we're gonna let it take its time. Checking the temp near the pot. I think I'm gonna move it closer. And we'll have a fire dessert, but I'm still not gonna tell you. I might tell you. Nah, I'm not gonna tell you. You think you're gonna get off that easy? You gotta stick around to find out. See that bird on the post? You can't see him. He's right there. He's in the rose bush. Yeah, the fire's coming back to life a little bit, which is a good thing. I'm gonna save some of this for my dinner. That's another thing about dinner. Let it cool. This stuff is really hot when you first cook it. But yeah, I never had the biscuits and gravy. I'm feeling like breakfast for dinner, so I figured biscuits and gravy would be great. I believe that's supposed to whistle when it's done boiling. I'm going to pause the video here. We're going to do some slow roll shots of the fire, maybe some flowers. And then we'll come back. See you in a bit. So it's time. The water is hot enough for me to put in if I can zip it up. So we need to let it sit for 5 minutes. So we gotta let it sit for 5 minutes. Counting down. Get my trusty spoon. It's a good spoon. Fire's going strong. This spoon company is Light My Fire. I don't know if you can see that, but it's Light My Fire. I believe it's a Ukraine company that makes these. I think that's what it said on Amazon. Nope, made in Sweden. I don't know if you can see that too. It's a fork, knife, and spoon combo. Good for camping. I love these on the river because when you're done eating, you can just go up to the water side and rinse it off in the water. Clean your bowls, your cups. That I'm here at my house, I'm going to take everything in to ensure my camp doesn't get raided by hungry bears that smell the food when I'm done eating. I really like camping like this because I like the show alone, and I could never do that. That is something out of my wheelhouse, but I like doing stuff like this and backpacking on the river. I did make this winter, I did make a spot down back, but it didn't feel as it all grown in. I didn't really take care of the path going down there, so I didn't feel like getting a bunch of ticks. But I made a fire pit. I had kindling down there. a good spot. Gotta add more wood to the fire. Could have been a squirrel. I don't know. Did sound a little small to be a bear. But this is the thing when you camp outside, and especially being northern New Hampshire. Okay. So now the timer's up. I think they added like croutons for the biscuit. Overall, it's good. I'm gonna eat this now. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like, that thumbs up, and hit that bell for notifications on other videos that I upload. I'm gonna eat this, and I'll see you in a bit. So I ate my dinner. I did in fast time. I didn't want to have you guys watch me eat. But I'm gonna try reverse s'more kind of thing with a Rice Krispie treat. I saw this on another outdoors camping person's YouTube. I'll see if I can link him in the bottom too. But he didn't put his on a stick, he put his on a grate. I'm gonna put mine on a stick like an actual s'more. Like an actual s'more. Because I'm cool like that. And I'm gonna roast myself a Rice Krispie treat. Look at that. A roasted Rice Krispie treat. Now I'm going to let it cool off. And for a drink, I'm having a Walmart exclusive Mountain Dew Dragon Fruit. I reviewed this on my TikTok page and Instagram. So I'll link my TikTok video in the bottom for you guys to click on it and go check out that. I review Mountain Dew flavors. This is a new one exclusive this year to Walmart. So we're going to take our trusty, so I'll tell you about this mug. Spill it on myself. So a thing about this mug, it's not the exact one, but it looks just like it. The man who inspired me to do stuff like this. Now, I was in a tough place a couple years ago where I didn't live at home. I lived in a boys program. And there was this man. His name was Mark Mitchell. He was a mountain man. Well, almost 100% Native American in Vermont. He, as well as me, he loved camping out on the river. And I've mentioned camping out on the river this whole video. It was because of him. He drank coffee, and everything he drank out of a mug that looked just like this. So when I saw this on Amazon, I had to get it in honor of him, because he was the man that wanted me to do this even when I got out. Sadly, he passed away last year. I'm not going to make this emotional. He passed away last year to cancer. He battled many, many years of cancer, and last year it took him. But to that, I got the mug that looks just like his, and I'm about to drink out of it on my first camping trip on YouTube. So cheers, guys. For some reason, I can't find my lips. I'm gonna try this. Oh my god. It tastes like a s'more. It tastes like everything wrapped into a s'more. That's amazing. I'll try to link the other guy's video in this one. Where he was camping, he couldn't have a live fire like this. He had to have a candle fire. So he said it didn't taste and look as good as it would have on a live fire. That's what I did here. Shout out to him. Oh, tastes like a s'more. You taste a little bit of burnt, but the marshmallow just comes out and fixes that right away. What a fucking dessert. Oh, excuse my language. Don't swear. This is so good. This is the best dessert I've ever had. Oh my god. It made the Rice Krispies so much crispier. If I had my mic on, I would totally do ASMR, but I don't. So, I don't think you want ASMR. So, at this point in the video, I'm going to say this is to you, Mark, for inspiring me to do these camping trips. I love the river trips. I'm getting back out there. Hopefully next year, next summer. And I'm gonna video that too. I don't know where I would be at this point if it wasn't for Mark. This is all him. All memories packed away that brought us to this. Cheers to Mark. You guys are amazing. For my TikTok followers and Instagram followers, on TikTok I got to 1,000 followers. Did never think I would get there with doing Mountain Dew reviews. I did different trendy stuff here and there, but I never thought I was gonna get to 1,000 followers on TikTok. And you could say the band was scaring a lot of people, and it was. A lot of people grew their business on that platform. But the fact that I didn't get scared, I told myself I'm just going over to Instagram, and it'll just be Instagram. I am still growing my Instagram account. So I'll link this video on my Instagram if you want to go over and follow me over there. I take more pictures than do like my videos over from TikTok. But when I got to 1,000 followers, it was New Year's Eve. I think of 2025. New Year's Eve 2025. No, 2024. 2024. I made a video New Year's Eve and watched the ball drop. You know, had a lot of snacks, had a little junk food. Went to bed. The next morning, I opened up TikTok and I had 1,000 followers. Blew me away. And I thank my followers for everything, for sticking along, even when COVID hit and I couldn't post any videos because I was in a program that I wasn't allowed to phone. But I made that up. Within a few years, I got back to 1,000 followers. I was down 100 before I went back to quarantine during COVID. So cheers to that too. Again, I'll link everything down below. Go check it out. I don't think I'll post as much yet. I'll post Lego speed builds. I am working on seeing what kind of music. I'm new to the YouTube. And I know TikTok has copyrighted music, but I'm not too sure about YouTube. So, few of them are silent films. If you like watching Lego speed builds, just watch it. I trust me, the view will count. Yeah, I gotta add wood to the fire. You wanna watch me do that real quick? I think you do. Oh, jeez, backfiring. Barking spiders. Oh, more barking spiders. So I added more wood. Sun's going down, so I'm going to switch you over to time lapse for the sunset. You're not going to see it from here, the sunset's over there. But you'll see it start to get darker and darker and darker. And then we'll do the same. Hopefully my phone will stay on. I'm going to plug it in. We're going to do the sunrise. So to be honest, I'll see you in the morning, I think. No, I'll hop on. I have my camera. When I get in bed, I'll hop on and say goodnight. But we're going to snap our fingers right to it. Right. Okay, guys, I'm headed to bed. It is 9:34, and I'm out. See you in the morning. What's going on, everybody? It's probably like 4:40. I don't know. I can't say for sure if we had visitors last night. We have alarms on the chicken coop and the turkey coop, and those went off middle of the night. So, I'm still in bed. I'm gonna lay here a little bit longer, but yeah, it's cold. It's really cold. I have a sweatshirt on, so don't. I'm fine, but yeah. Good morning, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna get right to it. We're gonna probably break down camp here in a little bit. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is amazing. I loved it. But yeah, good morning and enjoy the rest of the video. So, I'm gonna break down camp. It was a good night. I think we had some visitors. I don't know what's on the game camera, so at the end of this video, I will post the pictures if there is anything. If not, you won't see pictures. But I'm gonna break down camp. I'm gonna put you over to time lapse, so you go quicker, and see me running around like chicken with my head cut off. But yeah, it was a good night.